And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we running. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can meet me.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
Good morning, rugby fans. Welcome to Aviva Stadium. We're here in the Lone Star State for the 2022 Women's Fall Championships National Collegiate Rugby. First matchup of the day, we have the Small College National Championships. In the red, the Lee University Flames taking on the Endicott College Golds. We'll take a look here at Lee University there in the red jerseys, blue shorts out of the Colonial Conference. Had a big win yesterday as they were able to take down St. Scholastica 59-0. They are in form today and ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, we saw here yesterday where you're going to be talking a lot about this backline connection happening with Lee. They were all over the place as far as their ability to get the ball past the bodies, past the defense, and find their way into the try zone. Look to find players such as Sienna Macy at number 20. She was massive in the ball movement. It's going to be the matchup of the 10s of the playmakers for this match as we head into a very stacked team in Endicott with the Gulls. As we see here, the Lee Flame are really going to have to step up as they face a very stacked backline as well in Endicott. Endicott, who beat Sony Cortland to knock them out, but they do have a lot of talent just within their forwards alone, led by Cassidy McKinley at 1 and number 10, Caitlin Quinn. Expect to see a lot of dynamic work in the forwards. It was this number 14 here, Alwyn. She was able to round the corner on a consistent basis. No stops, all gas, no brakes to lead, but it's the playmaker right here, the number 10, Caitlin Quinn, who's going to be our matchup of this match between the Lee Flame and the Endicott Gulls.
Both these clubs have worked so hard throughout the year, and it culminates in today. Big wins yesterday, but a national championship is on the line. Here live from Aviva Stadium, home of the Houston SaberCats. We should have a good one on our hands, and we are just about ready to get set up. Tim Wilkes coming to you live here with Aviana Mateo, Darian Lovelace.
Captain, yes? Yes, Captain. All right.
Just about ready to rock and roll.
Ready! Ready! Oh!
Referee Sky Leary out of the Ohio Ref Society gets us going.
That was...
Knock on to start
ladies,
things
got
off
that knock
here.
forward, whistle on. That is going to be a white scrum.
We've talked about kickoffs this whole weekend, that it's such a crucial skill, especially to set the tone for the whole entire match. Not being able to field the kick cleanly puts Endicott in a perfect position here within their own half, and now we get to see them really showcase their talent within those backs.
Last kick just came off the hands there, Emma Kinsel. So scrum down, start things off here for the Gulls. Hit in by Peyton Gilson. Gilson able to secure this one off the back. Spin it out wide. Strong run right through the teeth of the defense. Caitlin Gimmel, the junior, getting into the action, and a penalty right off the bat here. Endicott off their feet. Penalty awarded, and they'll go right at the Endicott defense. A little bit stranded. But they were able to take it away. The Gulls looking to charge down the far side of the pitch. A strong tackle coming up there, Ava Zopf. Slows things down there for Lee. Back here to the near side. Finding a little bit of space. Around the corner they go, into the hands of Cardoza. Recycle, have it again, another crash in, using Kane this time. And yesterday for the goals, it was a strong victory over a very tough Northern Michigan side. It was a 2-point match going into halftime, but the goals were able to let their wings expand and flew to the victory. We sit here, 2 minutes gone by. Settling in just outside the 22, trying to find a gap to break through. Sarah Aylwin from that 14 spot has the wheels there on the outside. This one looked like it was kicked. We're gonna play on. Off the boot, says the ref. And the goals have some space. Here's Cardoza.
That was a forward pass their way. Scrum
We
to
hear
ref.
from the referee, Leary. Forward pass. We'll have a scrum down here back to Lee University.
But the intention was there. Again, we talked about Cassidy McElhinney really taking this team by charge. We see her get through. It's the ability for Endicott to work their arms through. It's such a crucial skill set. Just unfortunately, a little bit too excited and the pass goes forward, but Endicott showing a lot of promise here early on in the game.
In the lead 59-0 yesterday against St. Scholastica. Got a tough challenge here against the Flames, though. Put into the scrum here from Ellie Miller. Nice shove from the Flames, and they're able to get it out cleanly. Skip pass was a dangerous one. Finds the winger eventually. And we have to say, yesterday we did have the huge take. It was Grace Kenkel, the 13 for Endicott, that had a 60-meter interception that she took back to the house for the try. So those deep passes are a little bit dangerous. It's Sienna Macy wearing number 20 from the fly half position. Make sure she's aware of that charging defense.
Yeah, Aviana, I mean, you can see this from a back's perspective, but how important is it to make sure you're making the right decision when you're going in for interceptions such as that one?
Especially in your own half, you got to make those crucial decisions on whether a skip pass or a different kind of movement is going to be necessary. Sometimes just a simple pass out to the wing, breaking it down very slow in your own half is crucial.
Gemmel goes into contact here at the 22-meter line. It was a strong take out of the scrum there by Endicott, but they did get shoved back a few feet there from Lee, so Lee possibly have the more dominant scrum to start off. See how that will change our game here. On their feet in the ruck. Got dinged with that one was Sequist, and now it's Endicott. Back on the front foot. 10 meters out now. Nice little inside pass to McElhinney. McElhinney takes it to deck, 6 meters out. Endicott will keep it close. Quinn tries to take it in, but obstruction the call. It'll be a penalty back to Lee. Quick tap here, and we'll go straight at the defense. Gabrielle Beeler, the Bad Axe Michigan native. Takes it through, but Lee still playing inside their own half. Just trying to find a little bit of space here. Through the defense. Strong tackle though from Belknap. Hands in the ruck again. Possibly the second time Sequist gets dinged with that one, and now the goals look to attack and make them pay. McElhinney, the senior, drags defenders in with her close to the try line. Now they look to spin it outside. Burt gets bumped back some as well. Caitlin Quinn, the captain, in that fly half position, looks to take charge. She's not afraid of taking a few pick and goes herself. Look for space. 5 meters out still are the goals. Looking for the first points of the match. They'll swing it to the outside now. Run in there by Tess Merrill. She's their speedster on the outside. They'll come around the corner to Quinn. Second time Quinn's been dinged for that obstruction penalty. Another turnover back to Lee.
Hear the whistle, you stop with it, right here.
Interesting tactic for them to quick tap down here in the end. Usually you want to try and relieve pressure by getting out of this part. They've been in this zone for a while, but they elect to go ahead and move it through those powerful forwards.
A delay in the couple passes there allowed Endicott to creep up, knock that one down, but they were off their feet in the ruck. Third time the ball has been turned over inside the 5 there from Endicott. Lee are happy to try to relieve some pressure again here with another quick tap.
Oh my goodness.
Straight into contact goes Alyssa Woody. Senior from Crossville, Tennessee. Gives a little bit of breathing room here, but Endicott still applying tons of pressure. They come in with the counter ruck, and it looks like they're going to be able to take this away, but it is the Flames that are able to retain possession. Still dangerous stuff here. This one not high enough to get over the defense. Charge down, it's a live ball. And it's the goals that come away with it. Can they break through? There's the push from Cardoza, and she is in for the try. Big score from Summer Cardoza. Give the goals the first 5 points of the match.
Yeah, Lee really making it harder for themselves, continuing to try and run the same play over and over again makes for an easy defense, and that's exactly what Endicott just did. The ability to go ahead and get in that space. They're going to put the pressure on. We talked about their defensive pressure. It was all started with that charge down of a kick, which led to the turnover. We see here just the ability to recognize the turnover, move it away from the pressure area. Right here, we see the little bit of a mismatch. She's going to go ahead and just dish the fend, boil her way over, right over for the try. And that's a mismatch there. That's a props dream, is to find a wing there, waiting out by herself. So that'll lead to the first try on the board.
5-0 lead here for the goals. Strike there from Tess Merrill extends it to 7-0 now. Goal strike early. Again, they had the 31-19 win over Northern Michigan yesterday. As we take a second look, just dragging defenders inside there with her. Van Amberg loves that straight north and south run. See the final finish there from Cardoza.
Yeah, just really excited. She already knows that it's about ready to happen. That dive of determination, we've all been there before. Being able to get the first try over in this national championship. Endicott can be really proud of their efforts within the first 10.
So Lee will start this one off again. Strong tackle. Keeps them pinned inside their own half. Good work by Endicott, just retaining a lot of possession. Again, yesterday, Lee was able to put up 59 points and just unrelenting pressure from that forward pack as they did a good job potting up together. We got a penalty here. Hands in the ruck, the call. Endicott will have an opportunity to relieve some pressure now.
Just unfortunate for them after they just put on such a good defensive effort.
Come around the corner. Merrill drags defenders with her, just lays back there to the support. Strong tackle from Lillycrop. Behind the gain line, Endicott will just go with some pick and goes now. Burke into contact. Had some numbers there on the far side of the pitch. Bobbled this one backwards. Looks like they're able to retain possession. They'll give it another go from out there. Quinn finds her target on the outside. Strong run from Kenkel. Throws one defender to the deck, but then gets driven out. Strong defense on the far side of the pitch from Raina Whitaker.
Yeah, that little bit of a fend, we see the contact and the skill that's happening for Endicott here. They're testing the line and trying to get the go forward, but Lee is very defensive. They can maintain that defensive effort. Keeping a team 59-0 is no easy feat, so they'll keep the pressure on throughout this match as well.
Let's get a little bit ragged there off the line out, but the Flames are able to retain possession until it's ripped away. There goes the hard-charging Cassidy McElhenney, the senior leader of this forward pack. Afraid to run over anybody. We'll swing it to the outside now. This one off the hands, though. Backwards, says the referee. Continue to move here, looking for some space on the near side. Good use of hands, possible forward there. He's in the right spot to catch that one. We'll have a scrum back to Lee.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Popping out. We hear from the coach here from Endicott just saying unfortunate there. The intent to go ahead and go wide is the smart decision for them as Lee's defense is getting so crunched in, but it's important that you're maintaining your depth and cutting in, doing those crucial skills that are so fundamental. Simple things such as hands would have been off to the races, but now we have to come back for a scrum at the 50, and Lee will now have possession.
Call from our referee, Sky Leary. Put in, this one collapses though.
So you are both on this side. We're coming in and we're going straight down. So it's likely that you're just not engaging straight. So I need you to square up even more. Make sure both shoulders are out when you engage. Let's try it again, please.
Good job by the referee finding the issue in that scrum and doing her best to deliberately change that. Get the ladies to stay up on their feet here.
Nice straight engagement, ladies. Both sides, please.
Really deep setup for Lee here down right off of the scrum. I wonder what they are going to propose against a very tough defensive line from Endicott.
In this Lee squad, 8 of their 9 tries from the back line. There's the big shove from Endicott. They were shoved back earlier, but they have turned the tables now. Out there to Macy. Macy with the offload. Schallenberger had 2 tries yesterday. She dishes off here to Zopf. Zopf around the corner. Only one to beat, but a tackle there from behind. Merrill had just enough in the tank to reel her in, and it's Endicott after that try-saving tackle from Tess Merrill. Looking to relieve some pressure. They get it out beyond the 22-meter line. Lee continue to charge inside. Sequist around the side. They'll look for some space. Schallenberger gets it around the corner and in for the try. Lee back in this match. 7-5 your score.
I mean, they were going to find a way throughout that whole entire set of play. We saw the interchange happening within the backs. They're running hard lines off of each other. They're able to get their hands free, just being able to build that connectivity. This team works very, very hard, and that was just a very good individual effort from Schallenberger with her speed, recognizing that there were forwards on the far side. Just the speedster. We see here again, it's this offload, that inside line right off of the hip. She recognizes that there's 1, 2 defenders coming across, but they're not going to catch her. A forward versus a back, that's exactly what they want, and she'll get first try on the board for Lee University.
Just talking about how dangerous this back line is. Schallenberger had 2 tries in the match yesterday, as did the assister there. Elena Sequist had a couple as well. Sienna Macy from the corner. Not enough distance on it. So 7-5 our score. About 15 minutes gone by in the first half of this small college national championship, as we see the offload there one last time to Schallenberger. Hard running line and too much speed to get around the corner. Bring the Flames right back into this match.
It's like a rugby alley-oop, you just one hand throw it up in the air, hope that your teammate's coming in. That's one thing that they do very well, is they trust each other. So Lee will probably continue to build on that connection. Hopefully this next 20 we'll start to see them really break out of their shell, because it was all Endicott for the first 10.
So just
Head
how
coach
dangerous
Chris
that back
Martin.
line is. See Chris Martin over there for Lee University as they take possession again. The contact goes Valentine. things tight. Now they'll spin it out. Macy goes in between two defenders herself. Well done to get across the gain line. Again, just keeping things pretty tight here. Our Lee, as soon as things get helter-skelter, those counterattacks, it's when they're at their most dangerous. This time Endicott drives him back with a big tackle. Carolina Stubbs gets into the backfield. There's a chip kick up over the top. Space there on the far side of the pitch. The Goals are able to get possession back.
Got him release, White. Thank you.
Merrill was there in support. You've got to come all the way back around. Tough to get ahead of steam going as you're retreating back to the ball. They get driven back off the first phase. Charging defense from Lee, starting to cause some issues now. Endicott retain possession inside their own 22.
Release, White. Just let it go. There we go. Thank you.
Spin it out, another charging run, takes it across the gain line. McElhenney, the captain, making her presence felt again there inside. Now they'll spin it. Just off the hands, backwards says the referee. Merrill just does her best to secure possession. Looking for space, but not finding much. Burke down to deck. Again, playing from inside their own 22. They'll come around the corner now. Van Amberg sheds one defender. Finds some support. And they'll continue to move through. Good job by supporting runs, being there, ready for the offloads. Into touch they go. Strong run from Caitlin Kane, but driven out into touch, and it'll be a turnover. Line out back to Lee.
Nice interplay there between the forwards here, showing that not just the backs are capable of that skill set here in Endicott. We see here within the number 7, she was massive on the game and set step inside from the wing, but the hooker coming in hot, anticipating the pass is really what's getting them that go forward.
He's able to retain possession there. A little bit dangerous, and pick that one up and reset it twice. Hands in the ruck there, playing from the ground, so we'll have a quick tap. Endicott goes straight in the teeth of the defense. Not sure if they were back 10, but we'll keep moving. As just the strength here from Van Amberg. You mentioned she loves to run north and south. She carries defenders an extra 10 meters all the way close to the 22. Endicott stepping around that charging defender. Good work by Gemmel, gets it off. Now to Kenkel, over to the outside. Aylwin lets the door slam close. Now they'll look to spin it again. A little bit of a gap through the center. There goes Burke. Back out McElhenney, spins it out to Merrill. Merrill's got some pace around the corner. She has two with her, but doesn't need them. Dives in for the try.
That was just good ball movement that again was happening with Endicott. The goals are flying high here as they continue to just put the pressure on Lee. But you heard Lee trying to call for numbers out wide. Endicott just doing a good job of maintaining their width, continuing to try and stretch the defense. They're noticing those little gaps. And the number 4, Tess Merrill, she is no stranger to the try zone right here. We recognize the speed. She's determined to get over the line. She's got 2 outside of her. It might have been easier to give the pass, but with power like that, she's going to get over the line.
Work there's Merrill will set up for the conversion. Again, they had numbers on the outside. The dirty work was again done by Jordan Van Amberg, number 7. Had that big run, sucked the defense in, and then as soon as they were able to spin it wide, they had plenty of green space to make it happen. This one off the mark, no good. Takes our score, I believe, 12-5 in favor of Endicott.
Those big runs by McElhenney and by number 7, Van Amberg, are setting people up like Merrill for space out wide. Bringing in 3-4 defenders really allows you to have the overload the way that they are seeing it. And if Lee isn't able to fold quicker, Endicott looks like they might continue to test that bandwidth a little bit as well.
So over midway through the first half of action here in the Small College National Championship, it is Endicott able to extend their lead. Restart here by Sienna Macy. Scooped up inside their 22. Gemmel does her best to take it out. Strong tackle from Sequist. Inside their 22, they'll charge through. Another run from Burke. Been steady on the attack thus far. There's McElhenney, the captain. Nice little offload, spinning it out wide. Merrill with the skip pass. Strong defense from Lee. Keep that out, and we've got a penalty here. Not releasing the call. Lee are going to take this one quick and look to charge over the 22-meter line. Zopf looking for space. Slowing things down. Ellie Miller taking her time, finding a group of forwards. Charge through, not much space. Keep it inside again. Kate Falk. Adelsville, Georgia native. Inches their way closer here for the Flames as they look to respond. Nice little offload again in the tackle. Sequist gets it to Zopf. Zopf 10 meters out, but it's taken away. Tess Merrill is able to get her paws on it. Pulled it out of the ruck. It's Endicott playing from within 10 meters from their try line. Full pick and goes, looking for a relief kick here. Merrill's got the boot ready. This one a little bit more width than depth though, and it's a dangerous play. This one's gonna be knocked out into touch. Solid tackle there on the sideline. Kylie Breen gets all the excitement from her teammates.
You definitely feel the hype. I mean, defense always wins championships. Big hits like that really light the match for the rest of the game. We see here just to come across the resiliency, the little bit of a toss. Anytime that you're going to ground like that, we always say the ball is the number one most important thing. You've got to protect it when you're on the ground, especially if you're isolated. So now Endicott will be able to attack out of their own end within the 22 off the line out.
Beautifully taken off the top of the line out. Got a forward pack ready to charge, led by Van Amberg. Through one, still on her feet with the offload now to Burke. Ellie Miller, Lee's scrum half getting her nose in there on the rucks, but it's Merrill that's able to extend things out to the far side of the pitch here for the goals. Inching their way closer to midfield, taking it over. Grace Kenkel. Slow it down, keeping it inside. In from Stubbs. Senior 8-man, and a not releasing is going to be the call. There's the quick tap taken by Zopf. Zopf charges through, gets hit hard. Grabbing that knee, did release the ball though. We're going to keep playing on. Knock-on advantage being played here for Endicott. Good to see Zopf back on her feet. But it's Endicott in possession. There's McElhenney with the pass up over the top. Takes the contact and keeps moving. This one off the hands. We'll come back for the scrum down as that one goes off the mitts of Kylie Breen. Take a second look at this big hit here in just a moment.
Yeah, just a good tackle from behind. She anticipated it very well, knew where the space was, knew that it was just a 1v1, quick to ground. Just unfortunate for Zopf to have a couple seconds too many to go ahead and get up. We're seeing runs though from this athlete, Van Amberg, taking it to the house. She's been making big moves for her team throughout this whole entire match, and she's going to continue to get that good go forward if we can't learn to consolidate.
I'll be honest, tell us just how much pressure that puts on that back defensive line when you've got forwards coming straight through and just trying to fringe out. It makes it so difficult, right?
Oh yeah, as a back line, going against a defense like this one, it's definitely hard. They just have to get deeper on the ball and make sure that they're just getting it hands to hands, maybe drawing in the defense a little bit more, but I think they just got to get deeper and so they can move the ball efficiently.
Lee still in possession. Macy gets it over to the outside. There's Zopf again. Shook off the earlier bruise and still going, but a forward pass will slow this one back down. We'll have a scrum down here to Endicott.
And as the fatigue starts to set in, remember both teams did just play in a match yesterday in order to get themselves here. You'll start to see skills start to drop as fatigue sets in a little bit, but both coaches in Lee and Endicott both probably emphasizing the importance of recovery, making sure that you eat, hydrate, all of the above. We see a thumbs up here. We love a good recovery. Both teams really showing out here in Houston, Texas.
Assistant coach Tim Quinn there with Carly Baker on the sidelines, trying to get their players in the right spot here. Already up by 7. Endicott come flying around the far side of the pitch. Must release, are able to do so with the last second. Aylwin has dangerous speed there on the far side. Showed it off a bit. Now they'll bring it back in. Into contact there again. Goes the try scorer, Summer Cardoza. She keeps those legs churning. And then nicely presents it back to her squad. We've got some space here on the near side, but a strong tackle. That was Zopf getting her nose dirty on the defensive end as well. Lee fighting hard here. Down by 7. About 12 minutes left to play here in the first half. Strong fight for it. Ava Zopf just relentless with that counter ruck, but it's the goals who retain possession. Burke with another run. It's been a steadying force on that forward pack. Now a run through. Again, the goals continue to break that gain line. See Leaf starting to fringe out, trying to get set for this defense. There's some space on the outside. McElhenney will run through a couple before offloading it out there. Around the corner now goes Gemmel. She's taken down quickly. Impressed by this lead defense so far. Pretty sure-handed on a lot of these tackles, but McElhenney will put the pressure on you. Forward pack grouped up nicely. Allows the support to get there. Give a big shove off to Sequist, who tried to get in. But multiple touches there on the deck caused the penalty and a turnover back to Lee.
All right, Red, quickly, please. We got the clock running.
Endicott here running a very smart attacking plan. We saw the centers kind of split. The 12 was over on the far right side and able to get that line break. Lee is finding both of their centers stuck over on this far right side, just not able to move quickly over. And that's leading to
when you
a
get
lot
a
of
chance,
mismatches
give me access to the referee sheet.
Kate Falk with the run.
That's the only thing I haven't done yet.
Swing it here to the near side. This one does end up going forward, says Leary. And so it'll be a scrum down back to Endicott in an attacking position, already up by 7. 10 minutes left to play here in the first half.
These are the type of matches that you really want within the collegiate bracket here. Small college, though, we're seeing very big skills coming in early on in this match. We've seen a lot of back and forth play between the two squads, both showing a lot of promise, very good skill sets, but it's going to be a matter of who can adapt the quickest and most efficiently as we enter into the final 10 minutes of this first half.
Big shove from the Flames. They're able to take it out the back are the goals. Coming around this corner. Good run there from Van Amberg again. Gets it off to the speedster Merrill. Fends a couple off. Stays on her feet. She'll just keep moving. 10 meters out now. Strong ruck there from the scrum half. Gilson getting involved, but a turnover here off the back. Flame back in possession. We haven't seen the ability too much to use that boot very effectively here for the Flames. They've got to use ball in hand to try and relieve some pressure. The tough tackling stifles things there. Ava Zopf brought to deck.
We got you diving over. Killing that
Will
ball.
earn themselves a penalty, diving over the call. Peyton Gilson gets dinged, and a quick tap keeps this moving. Around the side, looking for some space. Schallenberger dishes it back, and the Flames are able to retain possession. But it's taken. A penalty is going to be awarded there. Not releasing the call. And Gilson got dinged on the previous one. She earns her squad a penalty here.
No, ladies, that was against red. This is white. My bad.
Very interesting call, especially asking for Endicott to regain it. It looked like she might have lost her feet a little bit in that breakdown, but Leary says play on.
Merrill, the try scorer, looking for some space. This one off the hands. Looked like it may have gone forward. Play on, says the referee. Right at the 22. Here go the Gulls. Slow things down. Big numbers on the far side if they can recycle and get a quick ball out of this. The strong defense from Lee. Almost got their hands on it, but enough to slow it down a bit.
That's a tackle release.
Run right at the teeth of the defense. Carolina Stubbs. Pick and go. Keeps things moving for the Gulls. As they look to extend their lead with 8 minutes left to play here in the first half. McElhenney with the offload to Merrill. Merrill along the side, gets it off to Elwin. Good job by Lee defending that far side of the pitch. Straight up the gut goes Quinn. Captain from that fly half position takes it in herself here. Now a pick and go. 5 meters out. Burke carrying defenders with her. Just knocked on. McElhenney had eyes for the try line. Knocked it forward. Turnover ball back to Lee.
You can never, ever, ever take your eyes off of the ball, even if the white line is 5 meters away. We see crucial points that would have allowed Endicott to breathe a sigh of relief. Not common for McElhenney to have these kind of errors. She's been everywhere. It was that push coming in from Lee to try and counter-ruck that caused the error in the back. When you're down here in your own end about ready to score, those are the minute skills that are going to get you the try. Now Lee will have the ability to attack out of their own end and possibly get out of this half.
And they've struggled with the early goings of the match. They've had a couple of kicks get charged down already. Nice job in the back of the scrum. So a little bit more space here. Run at the defense and chip this one up over the top. Merrill juggles this one a bit and ends up knocking it forward. Unfortunate, and exactly what Lee needed, down by 7 with 6 minutes left to play in the first half. A little bit of breathing room as they look to get back into it.
I mean, you can only do so much whenever you are trying to gather a ball, especially as it's starting to roll. I mean, as a back, this is a crucial skill to be able to stop the ball with your foot or at least get under it, especially whenever you're back there and no pressure was really being put on. But I'm also a forward, so I know I put a lot of pressure on the backs. Aviana can probably attest to that a little bit.
Ladies, no forward motion until you really say set. No forward motion. Yeah, of course, absolutely. Thank you.
Endicott here, or Lee, excuse me, with the put into the scrum.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
We get things moving again. Lee's able to take this one out the back, get it over to Macy. Macy with the beautiful little inside pass. Hard charging Sequist gets around a couple.
That's a rock.
Well done breaking that gain line. Again, Sequist and Zopf. That center combination accounted for 4 tries yesterday. Ella Beeler. The bad axe, that native that she is. Charging forward and we'll swing it out to the outside. There's Zopf again.
Let's use it, Red.
For something, slowing it down a little bit here is Ellie Miller. To the outside. Again, breaking that gain line is Sequist.
Thank you.
We start to creep towards halftime. Those legs are getting tired, feeling the burn. 80 minutes yesterday, 40 more still to go. Who's got enough left in the tank? Nice job by the support, clearing out that ruck.
Let's use it. Red, use it.
Chip kick over the top, not enough depth on it, and Merrill is able to secure possession on this one. Actually, excuse me, that was McElhenney. Get two McElhenneys out there. That was Ashley McElhenney, the flanker. Was able to get possession back here for Endicott. Right from midfield, good job getting that one out of the hands of Quinn quickly. His pressure was there. McElhenney has some space here in the near side, had some support, takes it to deck and recycles the ball back instead. Bench calling to use it all the way outside. They've got numbers there. There's that final pass. Around the corner they go. Aylwin
That was knocked on.
could not hang on to it. Ended up being a knock on. Just the final pass a bit off the mark.
Anytime that you see somebody, you know, attack with the ball in one hand, you're always looking to make sure that you get into that space. We see them try and work it wide. Meryl, she's a strong runner. It's this ability to get behind as the pass is happening. That's just a perfectly timed tackle. She's able to get the knock on, and now Lee again will end up with possession. A lot of tit for tat here as both teams seem very evenly matched, even as we are getting ready to finish out the first half of these small college collegiate championship.
Hard tackle on the far side of the pitch there from the winger tracking back. Raina Whitaker for Lee. Made that try-saving tackle. There was a lot of space out there if that last pass made it to the hands. Macy dishes it off. Charging in is Zopf. Returns back to Macy, possibly forward. The referee was in good position to spot that one.
Just very unfortunate, especially as a backline player, as you start to finish out, you know, into the final couple minutes of the first half. You want to try and get your team on the board, especially off of set piece, but maintaining your depth, maintaining your timing is going to be the best skill set in order to get your team further down the line. Very impressive split defensive.
Have to give everything they can here last couple minutes as Endicott will look to extend the lead here in this small college national championship and the NCR Women's Fall Nationals. Some space on the far side. There's Merrill again. Sizes up the defender. Another collision there with Whitaker. Whitaker's able to bring her to deck for a second time in a row. Little hands in there. They're able to filter it back anyway. McElhenney charges through. Takes two. There's the maul now, pushing him over. Just waiting for the signal.
Held up or down? I would call that held up. Yep. Okay, cool. That was held up. That's gonna be a goal line
defensive
dropout,
stand
right?
there for Endicott. We're getting close to halftime, only about 30 seconds left to play, but that is huge for the Flames.
Your kicker, ladies? Yep.
We've talked about their defense throughout this whole entire tournament. The ignition, what's really something that Lee should be proud of is the ability for their backs to be able to get in there and make big hits on players such as McElhenney. Their 12, the 13, and the 15 for Lee have just been impeccable with their defense, which has led to a lot of closed doors for Endicott not being able to get any more points on the board.
Decision time here. Need the drop kick off the goal line drop. It's taken nicely there out the back. Not too often you see the prop getting out there with the hands. McElhenney so close on the last one. This time she's driven out.
Can you hear number 4 at all? I'm gonna call it time. Yes, time. That's half, ladies.
And that will do it. Endicott on top by 7, 12-5 your score.
Okay.
Here in the small college national championship. We've got a good one on our hands. Can't wait to see what the second half has in store for us as we'll take a look at some of the tries.
Yeah, right here we'll keep on seeing a tit for tat here against Endicott and Lee. 12-7, Endicott's still leading, but still a lot of faith and a lot of flame to be left for this Lee side as we enter into the small college finishing half of this National Collegiate Rugby Championship
It came out of my
game.
mouth. And then I didn't
More
do it
tries to
right.
come.
So
We'll have the second half when we
that
come
little
back.
pack thing I gave you. Little gel pack deal. Okay. my little gel pack thing by any chance?
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana.
I can't hear you at all. Are
Sevens
you
rugby
saying
action
anything?
coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can leave me.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Wild, wild, wild. Welcome to the wild side. Wild side.
Hands in.
In our game, we play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts. And we leave everything on the field. What we wear must be built for our game.
Since 1979, we've been searching for perfection. We've been thinking, sketching, and designing. We've been building, assembling, and strengthening. We've been cutting, shaping, and painting. We've created strength and beauty time and again. Our machines are made for one thing: the perfect hit. We are the crouch. We are the bind. We are the set. We are the squeeze. We are the hit. We are Rhino, home of the scrum.
In our game, we play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts. And we leave everything on the field. What we wear must be built for our game.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can leave me.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Wild, wild, wild. Welcome to the wild side. Wild side.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans.
Back to Aviva Stadium. We are just about ready to get the second half underway of our small college national championship. Endicott in the lead so far, 12-5 your score. Women's Nationals here in beautiful Aviva Stadium, home of the Houston SaberCats. Been a fun one thus far. Endicott with the 2 tries on top as we go.
Gotta say though, the defensive effort that's been happening though between these two teams is nothing short of ruthless. They have been impeccable with the defense. But here we see Lee doing what they do best, just slicing and dicing the defense with that speed. Number 15, Logan Schallenberger has been everywhere, but it's also this player right here, Merrill, a tit for tat, allows her to go ahead and get over the line. Endicott still leading 12-7 over Lee, but Lee again is not something to be discredited. A lot of talent there as the back line continues to clash. We've seen a lot of really good skill sets coming from both teams in this small college championship.
Just about ready to get back going again. There's the kick up over the top there from Lee to restart things. It'll trickle out into touch. End up being a line out here for Endicott. Thank you so much for joining us here in the National Collegiate Rugby Women's Fall Championships. We've got a good one on our hands in the small college nationals. It's been a fun one thus far. Who has enough legs left? 80 minutes yesterday, 40 down. And we were discussing before the match, Darian, you know that feeling well, the tired legs these last 40 minutes.
Yeah, and I'm sure that the conversation when they went into the locker room was about, you know, knowing that they're probably going to end up going to the dark place that we all call it, the fatigue, the tired legs, the bruised limbs, all of those above. But it's the grit and the determination. The last 40 minutes are the most fun rugby that you get to play throughout your whole season. It's the end-all, know-all. Both teams have a lot to lose here, but everything to gain as they vie for that championship title.
Into contact go the goals from Endicott College in the white jerseys. Lee University in the red with the blue shorts. Big run coming through there from Stubbs. That 8-man spot. They'll swing it out here to the near side now. Cardozo. The props getting involved in this back line. Find some space here in the near side, but Kane just could not secure that one. While she was moving forward, has to go backwards to retain possession. Solid work on the defensive then from Sequist. Gets possession back.
Yes, we had a red high tackle. We need those tackles low and wrapped, red. Low and wrapped. Marcus here, white.
We're making that call clear here to start off the second half.
It looked a little messy down there.
Yep, you're good, right on the 5.
Good of her to consult with her AR, make sure that she's making the best call there.
Right.
Solid boot to relieve a little bit of pressure.
Just one quick second. Red, captain, just for a second. Where is she? Sienna?
Lee tries to keep things under control.
That was too high. First, second, I need shoulders and wraps. I'm seeing a lot of like reaching, and we're going towards whip tackles. Luckily, no one's gotten hurt on that just yet, but I need everything brought down, and I need shoulders and wrapped. Okay? Thank you very much. 1 second, thrower. Give me 1 second.
So important in rugby to have those captains be your true leaders out there, being able to give that information to the rest, keep everybody moving and in line.
Advantage on a knock,
looked like it was possibly knocked forward. Leary spotted it. We've got advantage being played here for the goals. Into contact, and then Van Amberg can't be brought down by the first or the second or the third. Continues to move. Nice little pitch off there to Belknap. Again, Van Amberg continues to be that driving force to break the lines. Gives them some space there on the outside now. Around the corner goes Kenkel. Kenkel brought down by her counterpart. Good tackle by Zoff. It's the goals on the charge now. Inside with the smash. There's Burke yet again. Probably has the most carries on the day for the goals. Those are the try score. Gets it out wide again. Here goes Kane. Finds the outlet pass over to Aylwin. Aylwin tripped up just inside the 22. This one's tackled or taken through there by Schallenberger. Gets involved, rips it back with the goals. Return the favor. They're now in possession just inside the 22. It'll be McElhenney with the charge. Gets around one, bends off the second, drags the third with her. 10 meters out now are the goals.
No, White
Let it
standing
go,
up in the
got
middle of
back
that
to her
ruck.
feet.
Back 10, please.
But she was part of that ruck. Connection was made
Red,
with Lee.
Marcus here.
So hands on the ruck, the
Please,
call,
I
and
didn't hear
Lee
that.
get an opportunity to break out.
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, especially in those instances, you probably just want to go to ground, give your team a good platform.
Last
Just
foot,
an
White.
unfortunate
Back a
decision
step.
for her, especially 5 meters out from your own try zone.
Be the flame. It was tough going for them. They played majority of that first half inside their own
Got advantage on offsides
22,
here.
and they're back in the danger zone
No, we
again.
had White offsides.
They got back to that kicker quick, but there was a reason. They were offsides. A penalty awarded to the Lee University.
Okay.
They'll have another opportunity to relieve some pressure.
Looks like McElhinney a little bit slow to get up, especially whenever you enter into the last 40 minutes of a championship game. You want to make sure you're not overexerting yourself. You see her slow to get up after trying to counter ruck. It's important to conserve your energy.
Red, I got the call.
Wheeler with the huge smash to start things back again for the Flame. Into contact goes Kinzel. Good communication from the goals, making sure they've got the numbers there on the near side. Well done job there from the scrum half. Gilson getting in there and making the tackle behind the gain line. Ali will look to spin it out. There's Sequist. Gets through a couple. Just about whole back line in there. He'll bring up Schallenberger, but she's tackled behind as well. This one scooped up, that ruck was formed. Contact was made there.
Yep. We have White not releasing. Drop the ball, please. White not releasing. Thank you, Caroline.
Penalty back for Lee. As they continue to flirt with that 22 line.
Hey, let me make the calls. You play the rugby. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I'll do the best I can.
Again, another big smash from Gabriella Beeler. Sets up the back line, ready to charge. They've got space on the near side, around one. Finally out there to the fullback, Zopp. Just flung that one a bit forwards, though. So not out of the woods yet. Endicott back with the scrum.
Scrum to White. Red forward pass, White scrum. There's your mark.
You hear the communication try and happen here within Lee. You know, having that fullback come in to insert within the line is always a very lethal weapon.
I'm having fun.
Can't tell if it's just a matter of holding the feed. I'm not the best at timing. To me, I just think you should run through anybody. But you know, having that crucial skill of the connection to hold your step is really what Lee needs to focus on.
Crouch. Bind.
Pretty even in the scrums in the first half.
One step back,
decent
Red.
drives, and it's Endicott exerting their force here. They'll go weak. That split back formation. They find Merrill here on the weak side.
Ball carrier release.
A strong tackle coming in there from Valentine.
Beautiful.
Pick and go. Gilson will swing it out to Quinn. Cardosa all the way through the hands. Beautifully done here from Endicott. Out to the final wing. Green could not get through though.
Let's use it,
Exert their
White.
pressure just outside the 22. McElhinney
Back, ladies. Red, back.
takes him over the stripe. Charging run from Caitlin Kane, the junior. Bruising run through the gut of the defense.
White, once you set it, don't touch it. Clean the ball on the ground, White.
Gary
Marcus,
has
you're
been eyeballing those rucks throughout the day. Got to make sure you just put the ball down and release it.
One moment. Both captains for just one
Hands
moment.
in the ruck was the call.
Can you watch your hands in the ruck? Because we're winning them too.
Okay, so real quick, particularly in the 22, we got a lot of cynical penalties happening. It was pretty high in the first half. That means like little stuff, hands in the ruck, not rolling away. I understand it's a close game. I need that cleaned up or the consequence is gonna be different than what it has been, okay? So you have a quick 15 seconds chat with your team. And just a second, Blonde, please just make sure she's not making the calls for me.
Which
it's
one?
irritating.
The
the one with the ball. Yep. Other than that though, is 22. It's got to get cleaned up on both sides. Okay? Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Come here right now. Get over here.
Final instructions there from the referee. Is Leary
Time is
laying
off.
down the law.
Time off.
8 minutes
We're gonna
gone
give
by
15
here in the
seconds
second half. Tim Wilkes coming to you live here from Aviva Stadium. A broadcast team, Aviana Mateo and Darian Lovelace.
Thank you, Sienna.
It's been a fun weekend so far. Still 2 more matches left on the docket.
All right. Time on. Play on.
Next Level Rugby running the show. Back from the studios. Special thanks to everybody who's been a part of this weekend.
Do your best.
It's been
Let's go,
fun,
Red.
but we've
Use
still
it.
got the best to come. Lee University still inside their own half of the pitch.
Last foot white.
And the Kenzel into contact, spreads it out, charging defense from Endicott, leaves a couple of gaps there. Zopf gains possession.
Let's go, Red.
Gilson gets
You got
right
advantage.
in there
We're diving
on the
over.
counter ruck, but it's the Flame able to retain things. East-west here, get driven back some,
Got your
catching it a
advantage,
little
Red.
bit flat-footed, just having to fight for every inch. And this one's cleared through, well done there by Van Amberg. Left it nice and open on the counter ruck for her team. And now it's the goals looking to attack. They've got numbers on the far side. Just trying desperately to get it out there. Just having to fight through the defense. Ashley McElhenney. Good job retaining the ball. Now they'll spin it. Cardosa. Offload in the tackle. They'll spin it to the far side. Cut back in. Staying away from that touch line. Kenkel. Outside center spot, and now getting back involved again is Cardoza, the senior. Edgartown, Massachusetts. Look for some space. There goes Quinn. Quinn takes it in herself.
Thank you.
Fly half looking to make her presence felt. We saw a couple pick and goes from her. She's not afraid to get involved with that forward pack and fight for meters.
Hands out, hands out.
With the bird stolen away, but you heard the referee saying no hands, a penalty earned, and no quick tap.
It needs to go through the mark, Red. That is your scrum. Has to go through the mark. That's your scrum.
Loves to take it
The ball
quick.
has to be taken through the
We'll
mark.
slow it
If you
down
do
a
not,
little
it's
bit
a
now, and it'll
penalty
be
of the team.
McElhenney.
Thank you, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
Looks like they'll take the scrum.
I mean, Leary was very much a referee who was all over that as far as making sure that they go through the mark. You see here the level of frustration coming from head coach Chris Martin of Lee University, knowing the potential that this team has. Just unfortunate for them as they now get to breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. They get to attack out of their own end after Endicott seemed like they were knocking on the door.
Crouch! Bind!
See the anguish there of a rugby coach. All you can do is hope that all the training, all the effort these women have put throughout the year comes to fruition here. But they're fighting for their lives now as Lee down by 7, 1 meter out from their own try line.
Let's use it, Red. White, hold that last foot.
Pass from inside their
Release, ball carrier,
own
release.
try zone. Got to do a good job with
Hands
the
out.
counter ruck. McElhenney almost got to it. There's the kick up over the top. Merrill will take this one at full pace around the corner. Strong tackle on the sideline though. Whitaker with the sure tackle. Try-saving tackle on the corner. But they're not done yet. The goals continue to charge. Here's Van Amberg. Gets him just a few meters out. They can go. Again, it's Quinn charging through.
She's down. Ball carrier, release.
Ball. It is a ruck. They're able to retain possession. There's the pick and go.
1 second. Peyton, come
Looked
to
like
me.
Lee got underneath it.
I saw it held up. What did you see?
What I saw, she came in, girl kicked it, went up her hand, but then she placed it.
Okay, so you saw grounded?
I saw grounded.
Okay, got it.
Try awarded. Endicott get their first of the second half. We'll take another look at it on the replay in a few moments, but that one was close. Jordan Van Amberg with another hard charging run. She's been doing it all day. She earns her team another 5 points with that one.
I mean, we've seen her time and time again just take control of this ball continuously. She's ball hungry and looking for the line right here. see a little bit of a discussion about the grounding. It looks like it might have left her hand. Referee Leary goes over to the sideline to consult with the AR, but decision comes out as a grounding, and that'll extend their lead. Lee falling behind as Endicott seems to be all gas, no brakes.
I believe so, yes.
So it's Endicott. 12 minutes of pressure inside Lee's half. They finally get points out of it. Merrill, just a little short, could not strike that one through. So 17-5 your score. As Endicott all over Lee, looking to make their presence felt. Lee, a lot of work to be done. They've just been playing with the ball inside their own half a little too much.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of promise coming from them, but the inability to make the decision to try something new or to adapt is just forcing them to repeat the same patterns, and Endicott is adapting quickly. They're able to move the ball wide. They're able to attack those small spaces as Lee starts to condense a little bit more. Lee with no answer back to Endicott as they continue to just power over that try line.
With a chance coming from the crowd here. Beautiful Aviva Stadium. In my opinion, one of the nicest pitches in the MLR. Endicott gets slung out into touch. Strong tackle from Sequist, who's been all over the pitch on the defensive end. That's just what Lee needed. They've got some possession now on the other side of the pitch at the 22.
I mean, not enough can be said about her skill set, her ability to go ahead and make those big tackles on anybody, including Van Amberg, the try scorer. Lee still very much in this match.
Sequist will take this one to deck. Counter up coming through, but we have a penalty. No advantage gain as they were going to get that one back.
We got to play her down. She good? All right, we're good. Go ahead. Sorry about that. Somebody else go. Hold that 10 wide. I'll go.
Some tough cookies in the center. We had one go down the outside center with the knee injury. The other one just took a face hit with the shin, and they're both still up and moving.
Chloe Valentine takes the first crash. Cycle it back again. There goes Beeler. Beeler, the senior exercise science major. Takes it in. There goes Macy. Macy's done well throughout this one.
Time off. We have an injured player. Need a trainer, please. Sienna, I'm just going to grab the ball. You stay down. I'm going to have someone come down and talk to you,
step
okay?
aside.
You want to take your mouth guard out?
As the injured player looks to gather herself again.
I saw your head hit as well. So
Remember, folks, we've still got multiple matches left on the day, so keep it tuned here. 2 more national championships to go. D2 followed by the D1 at 2 o'clock. Take you through all of that action. Again, special thanks to the National Collegiate Rugby, Next Level Rugby, and everybody's been able to help us be a part of this national championship. While we're waiting, we'll take another look at some of the tries that have gotten us to this point.
Okay.
Yeah, Lee started out here being able to answer right back to Endicott's first try of the game. It was their speed that we talked about throughout the match that was going to be important, and they've proven it time. But Endicott, their ball movement, Merrill right here, she has just been finding her way and her team towards that try zone. The big runs, though, happening from Van Amberg and McElhiney are leading to these tries. We see Van Amberg work her body underneath. Not only can she run high and dish funds, but she can go low and score tries. Right now, Lee just not having an answer back as Chris Martin checks on Sienna Macy, the fly half for Lee University. She looks like she's up and moving, ready to play. She feels okay.
My coach just wants me to tell you.
She's answering all our questions, right? She's neuromechanically
Okay,
fine.
got it.
It's just more so she gets emotional or we see her wobbling.
Yeah. Okay. Diving over, I just addressed it with them. Okay, Cass. Sienna, this is going to be yours. This is your ball, ladies. 10 meters back, please, ladies.
Macy was able to shake that one off. She is the heart and soul of this squad. 2022 USA South Panther. Able to get some international competition in with her, and now they'll take the quick tap and charge through. Kate Falk for the Flames, down by 12. National championship on the line here for Lee University. The big one there from Kenzel with the offload, keeping things moving. Valentine inches their way forward. 10 meters out now come the Flame. Macy secured that one. Got it out there to Whitaker.
Keep the feet, Brad, keep the feet.
Defense held strong. Slow ball coming out there, allowing Endicott to really fringe out. They're able to keep things secure. Now Lee will take that smash approach. Pick and go there from Falk.
5, back.
Take it again there, Lillycrop. Inches her way forward, 2 meters out now.
Let's use it, Red.
One went through without the ball there. They've leaned forward. And Lee are in for their second try of the match. Chloe Valentine, the senior, brings her team right back into it.
What's your number, sweetie? 6.
Lee has officially lit the fire underneath them as they get ready to go ahead and enter into the final 20 minutes of this small college championship. Number 6, Chloe Valentine, finally able to get some points on the board for her team. We saw Endicott, it was all Endicott for a while, but here we just see the grit and the determination through the forwards. It's the power. We see big clear outs, but it's that final push. Everybody was in on that try from the forwards. That's a moment to celebrate for them. They are still very much in this match against what seemed to be a very strong and confident Endicott side.
Shown what they can do when they've got the possession and the positioning. Just lost that positioning there in the first 15 minutes as they were packed in at their own try line. They show what they can do, how dangerous they can be. Now Macy strikes that one true. 17-14. As we come through the final moments, get ready, it should have an exciting ending here. 57 minutes gone by. Endicott up by 3 after that kick. That brings us 17-12. First conversion was missed. So the board's correct there. We look to get back going again.
White 27, white 27, 28. 27 off. 20? Okay, all right, cool.
Kudos to Next Level Rugby for these referee mics really giving us the sound down from the ground. Hearing all of these communications happen here, this is whenever the small talk, big talk really matters the most, is in these championship moments. The last 20 minutes of both of their seasons, this is whenever it is all gas, no brakes. You keep on pushing through, you play for your team, and we'll have the kickoff looking like there's going to be a little bit of a contest here.
Went backwards, says the referee. Continue to charge forward, but in the end, Gustafson is driven out into touch. Be a line out back to Endicott. And again, this is what they did the first 15 minutes or so of this half. Just relentless pressure until they were finally able to break through with 5.
It's really important to stay out of that sideline. It's just mindless errors and turnovers in possession. But now it looks like it's a not straight call, and it'll result in Lee being able to have that ball back after it seemed like Endicott were off to the races.
Scrum? All right, with me, please. All right, guys, we had not straight.
Have a scrum down is the choice there after the not straight line out. Lee feel confident with that forward pack. See the coach Chris Martin again. Not in as much pain as the last time we seen him.
Like we haven't been here for a
Hope abound here for the Flame. About 20 minutes left to play in this small college national championship.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Let's go.
Ellie Miller, the Roanoke, Virginia native, gets us going again. Strong shove from Endicott. You're up to the challenge. Secure possession. Now Macy. Little skip pass. Ends up coming off the hands there of Zopp. Went backwards. Play on, says the referee. They lost meters on that one. Don't want to get pinned in again. Strong run there from Stefanik. But it's taken away by the goals. Just a bit too stranded here on the near side of the pitch. Support wasn't there. And Endicott back in possession, up by 5. Quinn will spin it out. Burst through, coming through Stubbs.
Gotta release White.
They've got hands on it and they're able to pull it away. Gustafson,
She can coach it.
a little bit surprised that she had it, finally takes it up against the defense. Thought she was gonna get dinged for a penalty, but it was strong work from Lee. See if they can continue this. Macy takes it in, but the huge counter-ruck sends Burke off her feet, gives the penalty, and Lee will take the quick tap. Coming around through Valentine, steps around one defender. Advantage being played for not 10. We're about at that 10. Still a penalty advantage here. Lee's got something up the sleeve. That counter-ruck continues to cause problems, making it a slow ball. Lee, again, 8 out of their 9 tries yesterday all came from that back line. But right now, the pressure from Endicott brings the ball back. Oh, dropped there in the back line. We will have a knock-on call. Scrum down back to Lee.
Very smart defensive tactic here coming in from Endicott, sending in 1 or 2 tacklers to try and force the turnover. They're trying to regain possession. We see here they try and move it away from the pressure area just a little bit, getting caught running away from the pass. You can't catch the ball with your back turn, and that results in a knock-on here for Endicott. Lee again with possession of the ball, but can they hold on to it after it looks like a sea of seagulls coming in from Endicott?
Should be nice and square, nice square engagement.
We've seen Lee at their best. So on those counterattacks, in open play, getting those big try scores, in the back line involved.
Bind.
But again, those counter rucks are really slowing things down there for Endicott. Lee will look to charge through here. Another scrum down. This one squirts all the way back through quickly. Have to take it off. Miller getting drugged down. Keep it inside. Falk with the charge. Aidensville, Georgia native. Sets the possession back here for Lee. And they'll continue to move it forward. Again, happy to just give a couple of big pounds inside, and then they usually spin it back out.
Oh, red. You're offsides there. Back 10, ladies.
And this one, offsides is the calls. That one came squirting out. An offsides player for Lee ended up picking it up.
Quickly, ladies. Clock's running. Thank you.
We'll finally just take the quick tap. There's Van Amberg, always ready to charge. She loves the quick taps and just goes straight at the defense each time. She drags defenders with her, able to make a good number of meters and set up the goals in an attacking position now. Strong rumble there. Ruck was formed, tried to pull it out of there, but play on, says the referee. Big hit coming in there from Zopf. Zopf has not had too many opportunities ball in hand, but she has been relentless on the defensive end. That center combination has been huge, and another tackle from Zopf.
Keep the feet.
Zopf goes off. Zopf goes off every time she makes a tackle.
Continuing to charge, though. They're finding a little bit of space there on the far side of the pitch. Final pass, hits the winger in stride, but a nice shoestring tackle takes Brain to deck.
You got advantage for hands in here,
Struggle for it there. Advantage being played, says Leary. Into contact now goes Marconi. A big tackle from the scrum half. Ellie Miller getting involved.
Time off, please. You guys are going to get a scrum. We're just going to.
So now we've got a player down. So we'll sit here. A 5-point lead still for Endicott.
Thank you.
Strength and determination being showed here by the Flames. Darren, you've been in this position before.
Time. Yeah, and everybody has been in a position where it's just, you know, your determination to want to continue on, tired bodies. Again, everybody is starting to drop the caliber of play. You know, the want to continue on is very near and dear to any rugby player's heart. So hopefully it's just a little bit of a knock and she'll be up and playing for the final 15 minutes of this match.
All right,
She
guys.
may have just
Thank you.
lost her breath a bit there. Leslie walking off the pitch wants to turn back to her team, but they're going to usher her off. Coming on to the pitch is Colleen Thomas.
It's going to be a white scrum. As soon as they're off, we're going to bring time back on. White scrum. So we're going to do a white scrum.
Endicott did have possession there, so they'll earn the scrum to start things off. 15 minutes left to play in this small college national championship.
On purpose. Okay. Time on. White scrum.
For Endicott, this is exactly where they want to be. In possession, inside Lee's half of the pitch.
Again, ladies, shoulders all the way through, nice and square.
They've been relentless with this. Other than after they scored the try, they had the mistake off the restart. And that gave Lee an opportunity, but this whole second half has been dominated by Endicott. Possible early drive there, but and it was early drive there, and they're going to ding
so that is going to be a free
Endicott. A free kick's going to be awarded to Lee.
Free kick. So you can tap, yes. Thanks, Caroline.
Lee University always ready to tap and go. Kate Falk into contact. Keep it into the forward pack. Continue their progression. Couple of phase inside before swinging it out, and there is McElhenney with the huge counter up, blows everything up.
You are captain. Talked about diving over on both sides. You got to keep your feet. I've seen you do it several times in the game. Okay, that is going to be yellow. 10 minutes off. I need a captain, real quick.
McElhenney gets sent off for 10 minutes. A 5-point lead for Endicott, and just got a little bit hairier now.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We talked about making sure that you're maintaining a blue head, especially in these ending parts of the game. As a captain, you got to respect the referee, and unfortunate for her shot to sit out for the 10 minutes of this match.
You love the aggressiveness there of the captain getting involved, trying to blow that one up. But as she came through, as the referee said, she was just off her feet, ended up falling forwards. You have to keep your own body weight up. So it was an easy call there, but now it gives Lee a huge opportunity just like that. They are inside the 10-meter line of Endicott and looking to come back, down 5 points. 13 minutes left to play. Jobs keeping ball in hand there, back and forth they go. They retain possession nicely, and they'll keep it inside the forward pack with Kenzel. Gustafson slides into that scrum half roll. Keep it tight. Now Macy's there, ready to get those backs moving, but a strong charging run comes up and blows things up there for Endicott. They look like they're able to get possession back. Now they'll swing it to the outside. They've got a little bit of space. Merrill looking for something. Leaves it out, and we'll call the knock on there. So the break for Lee is they'll have a scrum down still, an attacking opportunity for the Flame.
Pretty short-lived advantage there for Endicott after an initial Lee knock on. And now after running through a phase of play, Lee will get the advantage and the scrum after an Endicott knock on. Still having a lot of time though. There's still a lot of rugby to be left to be played. Endicott with a yellow card. The captain, McElhenney, the player that gets that go forward for her team, now has to sit out for 10 minutes. Lee within prime try time real estate. Can they get in one last try to possibly take the lead against Endicott?
Endicott familiar with this position. They finished second last year to Wayne State. Trying to get that next step here. A forward pass is going to give possession back to Endicott.
Okay, go ahead. Who's on, who's off? What color, Dave?
It's just gut-wrenching here. They had such a beautiful platform there right within their 50. Down a player is Endicott. We had all 15 players ready to go. Just an unfortunate antsiness there from them now, allowing Endicott to have this ball as we enter into the last 10 minutes of this small college championship here in Houston, Texas.
It's been a fun one, but this is where things get critical now. They will have the ability to be back at full strength a couple minutes before the end of this one. But they're going to have to fight for it. It's always easier to play a man down when you've got the ball in hand. And here's Merrill, takes it off from the 8-man spot, and she rumbles through the defense, still on her feet. Nobody's able to bring her to deck.
Release, White.
Turns back, got to present this. They're able to do so. Now they'll pick and go, just looking to let the seconds tick off the clock here. Macy tried to get involved and pulled that one off.
Once you set it, you cannot touch it again.
Well done. That effort is rewarded with the penalty, not releasing the call.
Yeah, both teams are really going to have to continue to focus on keeping their hands on the ball. Referee Leary is really placing an emphasis on maintaining control, but Endicott able to get the ball back.
Macy was just discouraged there. As Endicott look to charge now. There goes Quinn, 5 meters out.
Got advantage, White.
Endicott with an opportunity to possibly put this one away. 10 minutes left to play. One player disadvantage here, but that's not going to deter them. We'll probably keep it inside. Another run through. There goes Marconi. 6 meters out now are the goals. That's a flat-footed players, but Quinn has some movement there on the far side. Looking for Parkinson. Parkinson just came into the match. Has fresh legs there on the wing. And again, not afraid to get dirty. Takes it right through the teeth of the defense, and they'll continue to pick and drive. Can they get through? Did it? Was it grounded? No, says Leary. And Lee again have stifled the attack from Endicott. Life back into it for Lee.
I mean, not enough can be said about both defensive efforts, but it's got to be handed to Lee University in their ability to get under the ball and work tirelessly to hold up these tries against Endicott. Endicott pounding on the door, Lee not allowing them in. Now they will go ahead and have a drop kick from their try zone, still with ample enough time to score a try.
Macy just tries to boot this one as far as possible. Takes a good bounce for Lee as it slows things down and allows the team to come up and make the tackle without much of a counterattack involved. There's Quinn, though. She sees some space on the outside and knows how to attack it. Gets it off to Merrill. Merrill around the 22, into contact, had numbers on the outside. But Lee are able to get in through and stop things. Almost an obstruction there, but play on, says the referee.
Okay, we had accidental white obstruction. That is going to be a red scrum.
Was accidental, says the referee, so it'll just be a scrum put in for Lee. But another opportunity to find an exit strategy, something they have struggled with throughout the match.
We're getting dangerously high. Okay? Thank you very much.
Yeah, Leary just really showing her expertise here and showing that she's making the right calls, especially whenever it's such a close game here. Only down by an unconverted try. Endicott still leading, however they are still without their captain, their head skipper, McElhenney. She's had to go ahead and take a little bit of a timeout after multiple breakdown infractions.
All right. Come on, right here. Crunch!
7 minutes left to play. Lee with the put into the scrum. Ellie Miller. See this one move back and forth before the ball comes in.
Okay. Yeah, we need everybody
usually
to
has
square
been
up.
quick to give a free kick.
Let's address it. Let's fix it. Yes, everybody knows what they need to do. Pop those shoulders out. Nice square engagement. All right, let's do it again, please.
Just a warning this time, though. If you're Endicott, you see those seconds ticking off.
All right, ladies, time is on. Please, quickly. We can chat after.
Yeah, you have to wonder if it's kind of a tactic. You go ahead and run out your time a little bit. You want to try and milk it as much as you can, especially with Lee down by a try. Endicott trying to find a little bit of time here.
Looks like they may have broken off early there, but we'll play on. There's the kick up over the top, but Merrill is ready for it. Just going to take this one into contact, try to hold this up. Zop fighting, finally able to sling her down.
You're good, you're good.
See the will of just two incredible players there going back at it. There's Macy in possession here for the Flames. This one gets lost.
Advantage game, Red.
Possibly went forward there, but now we're going to have an advantage being played here for Lee. Lee down by 5 with the one-woman advantage for the next 3 minutes or so. Can they convert here? Play on, says the referee. There's some space here on the near side. Charging run ends up coming through. They're able to tackle behind the gain line. Endicott happy to let Lee just keep it inside. Again, the dangerous runners for Lee have been stifled for the most part here. Only a couple of times they've really been able to get open space in between. Endicott relentless there. Again, that slow ball is just giving Endicott time to set up that defense. You see how charging they're able to get, and no movement really from Lee to be able to keep this one involved. They end up knocking it forward, and how about that defense from Endicott? Turnover ball again.
I mean, Endicott just did a good job. However, it did look like they were a little bit mismatched here. Lee looked like they had numbers to burn on the far right side. It looked like there were 3 outside of that runner who decided to take it into a heavily awaiting Endicott side. They've been very clinical with their defense. That almost looked like if Lee had just gotten 1 extra pass off, it could have been a very bad ending for Endicott.
Let's keep everybody nice and stable, front rows. And I need those binds up high on the back, okay? Crouch!
Under 5 minutes left to play. Small college national championship on the line. Possible early little drive there from Endicott, but they're able to pull this one off the back. Again, down 1 woman here. Miller doesn't care. She rumbles through. Across the defense, gets taken down there from Schollenberger.
Thank you.
But it's the goals in possession with 4 minutes left to play and a 5-point lead. There's a rumble through. There goes Stubbs. Stubbs will take it all the way through. Got to touch it down. And a try awarded for Endicott College.
Okay.
Endicott even said they were ready for this one. They had been waiting for an opportunity like that. What a run by the number 8 Carolina Stubbs, punching in what seems to be like a guaranteed win for Endicott here. This run, the cut off the right-hand side, tucking the ball, defend, and then the leg drive, that sheer determination right there, the pump. She's going to go ahead and slow down and look at her team. She already knows she's in there like swimwear. The goals are flying high here as they enter into the final minutes of this small college championship. Lee heads down, looking slightly disappointed as we enter into the last little bit of this match.
What aggressiveness there from Endicott. Look there at the kick. Struck cleanly and through. They'll extend the lead by another 2. But as you said, if the legs are tired, and who will have enough in the tank? Carolina Stubbs puts her hand up, but she takes it all the way through. Just too much power. You see the tired legs, a lot of walking going on from Lee. She took advantage, went right through the defense to score that big try. 24-12 the score now. Less than 3 minutes left to play. Endicott will come back to full strength here in just a minute or so, probably the next stoppage. Take this one cleanly. That has been their bugaboo, losing the restarts, but they'll take it here. Out the back, backwards says the referee, and they'll continue to push forward. Goal's going the wrong direction now, though. Able to come around. Merrill, who has been incredible throughout the match. She continues to hold firm. Secures possession. 2 minutes away now. Endicott looking to milk this one out and take home the national championship. Gets away from him a bit, ends up getting knocked on, so Lee will have an opportunity.
Yeah, there was just no need to force that extra pass against Lee, who has been waiting for an opportunity like this to get done in their end. They're within the 22 of their try zone, though they are down by 2 tries. Endicott still leading 24-12. There's still a lot of game to be played. Looks like yellow card 4. Endicott is back on. Endicott now back to a full 15 against Lee as they get ready to scrum down right here in their own half.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Less than 1 minute left to play. The goals look to take the national championship here. Able to push forward, but it's Macy that's able to get this one out. Nice pass to Zopf. But there is no support there. They're easily able to counter ruck over. They earn themselves the penalty for not releasing. You see Zoff hands on the face. Just so much effort, a full season of this. They're so close. 30 seconds away from Endicott College becoming your small college national champion.
All right, guys, let's go. The clock is running, please.
Van Amberg always ready to push. Steps around the first tackler.
Need you to wrap.
Takes it in hard with the
All right, let's use the green.
good contact, and they'll spin it out here the near side. Any second now, this last stoppage could be it. And that will do it. The goals from Endicott College are your 2022 NCR Small College Ball Champions.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
What
an incredible match.
Patient here from the goals. So much effort, so much work, and the goal has been accomplished.
Excitement all around here for Endicott. They did such incredible work here. So much excitement coming for them as they took the small college championship here in Houston, Texas. That try from Stubbs, who's holding up the trophy, was what really solidified that win for them against Lee. What an incredible effort from them.
Did a good job creating pressure throughout the day, just unrelenting. They had the lead at halftime. Only gave up one other try there in the second half, and they have done it. Endicott, out of the Colonial Conference, have secured the national championship. Wait, our player of the match down on the pitch. We have Tyler Deutsch with it right now.
Great game, guys.
I am here with two players of the newly crowned National Collegiate Rugby Small College National Champions, MVP Jordan Van Amberg and Tess Miller. You guys are no strangers to this, but just tell me what is going on with your mind right now.
I think it's going to take a little bit to set in, but honestly, I could not have been prouder of the way we played, the way we made it to this point. We definitely did not have an easy road coming here, but I'm so proud of every single one of us, and now we get to go and celebrate, which is amazing.
I think the determination and the drive on our team is like nothing else on any other team we've seen before in our sport and in any of our school sports too. The dedication on this team and the love for the game is truly what brought us here today and what won the game for us.
Well, you guys obviously showed the aggression. You showed the skill. It was unbelievable, a bout-for-bout blow. What are your guys' plans as a program to continue this legacy?
I definitely think that this, bringing home our first national championship for this program, will definitely help build it up. We do have a group of graduating seniors who have put their heart and soul into this team, and I think if that carries on into the generations that come into this program, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I think showing everyone back home that this is what we can do and this is Endicott Rugby, and for the future players who are coming on our team to play, we're going to have the same outcome, we're going to have the same determination, and we're going to do the same exact thing out here. And I'm so proud of each and every one of the people here.
Well, congratulations, ladies, on 2022 National Collegiate Rugby Champions. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Tyler. It's the Endicott College Goals who are bringing home the national championship back to Beverly, Massachusetts. It's been a fun one. We've still got two more on the docket later on. D2 final, Marquette versus Wisconsin Eau Claire coming up next in the D1 final. Following that, Notre Dame and Michigan. Keep it tuned here for the National Collegiate Rugby Championship as we progress through.
Amazing job, buddy. Amazing job.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have Sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.